Hello, beautiful people. I'm going to look today at the nature of the True North journey or path. What are its characteristics? Does it have a pattern to it? Before I get into that, I just want to read an excerpt from Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and excuse the chewed cover. This chapter is entitled Everything You Are. There are two lies some of us hear when we're growing up. The first is, you'll never amount to anything. The second is, you can be anything you want to be. The truth is, you can't be anything you want, but you can be everything you are. Wise and beautiful words, because the True North path is really about waking up to who you really are. And that means you do go through a journey. It's the hero's journey that you'll see referred to. But I'm going to sort of condense the hero's journey down. That awakening process is essentially a spiral. It's the easiest way to think of it. So it's also called the ascension path or the ascension journey. And so ascension, going up. But really what it is just waking up to your truth, to what your heart and soul are calling you to do. And as I say, the nature of that journey is a spiral that, you know, it's sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The reason you have the spiral, it's like you loop back, is that as you're moving through, you're learning the lessons and healing the stuff that's holding you back. And, you know, you don't always get it on the first time round. And so the way your heart and soul have kind of designed it, or the universe has designed it for all of us, is that we have this spiral. And so we go around and then it'll bring back the lessons or understandings that we need to really clarify, that we perhaps need to finish dealing with. So I've got this illustration just with a nod to that kind of healing aspect. It's a pathway, and it's talking about Archangel Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is basically about love and healing. And emerald, he's often associated with the colour emerald, but angels may not be your thing. It's just think about that energy of love and healing, because that is what sort of propels you up on that ascension path. And when you are going through a dip, when you are going through the 1 step back, come back to that love and that healing. Acknowledge that in order to heal something, in order to step out of that comfort zone, you know, you're sort of breaking through glass in a way on the ascension path. Again, that's why it's a gradual, it's not a sudden push, it's a gradual elevation, because otherwise it would just be too much. And have care, compassion, but also step back and acknowledge when you are needing to heal, because you're being challenged to perhaps overcome fears that you've carried for a long, long time, to move out of your comfort zone, to perhaps take a leap of faith towards a new career, a person, a way of life, to perhaps say to, you know, your family and friends, I kind of want to live my life differently now. And that can be incredibly challenging. It's confronting. And so this is why we, you know, people talk about having a dark night of the soul. And that is often quite early on in the ascension process, or in that True North. As you start embarking upon your True North path, you'll often have a dark night of the soul, and there could be many in those spirals backwards, because they illuminate to us our wounds and our fears and the challenges and the pain the sheer pain that we have experienced in our life illuminates what we need to heal. And that's when you need to step in and be your own well-being hero and really actively heal that pain, feel that pain, address it head on. Because keeping the spiral in mind, if you don't, it's just going to come back anyway. You know, that people talk about karma coming back and smacking you in the face. That's the same thing. So karma is, for another video, but karma is often, it's pain or a lesson or a healing that needs to happen for you, for your soul. It is sort of, your soul is requiring you to close that particular chapter in order for you to move forward. So I'm going to leave it there, but keep in mind your true north path is not a straight line. There's a bit of a curve to this path here, and the ascension path, or the true north path, it's going north, it's going up, but it is winding. You will have days that are really tough. It will bring through pain that you have probably submerged. And so it is, you do have dark days. So let that healing, and above all, let that love that you know you are where you need and where you're meant to be, that you're perfect, whole and complete, that you're on the right path. Let that reassure you. Look for the lesson and the healing in the pain, and that will help propel you forward. And also just be clear in your expectations that the true north path is a spiral, but it's definitely going north. Thank you.